everyone, welcome to Story with Blue Lady, where stories are more than just words, they're a journey. Whether you're here for education, entertainment, or a bit of both, there's always something special for you. Today's story is The Floating Umbrella. On a rainy afternoon in the heart of a bustling city, 12-year-old Lily clutched her favorite umbrella. A bright, red one with white polka dots and a tiny bell at the tip. It had been a gift from her grandmother, who always said it was special, though she never explained why. Lily had never thought much of it until that day. As she walked home from school, raindrops danced on the pavement, and the city's usual rhythm seemed slower under the gray skies. The wind began to pick up, swirling around the corners of the tall buildings. It was just strong enough to make holding onto her umbrella a bit tricky, but then something strange happened. A particularly strong gust of wind tugged at her umbrella, pulling it out of her hand. Lily gasped and grabbed the handle just in time, but instead of settling down, the umbrella seemed to resist, straining against her grip. Before she knew it, her feet began to lift off the ground, and the city below started to shrink. "Whoa!" she exclaimed, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. The umbrella had lifted her into the air, and she was now flying above the city streets. She clung to the handle, feeling the breeze in her hair as she soared higher. The wind was no longer wild and unruly but seemed to guide her gently, as if it had a purpose. The city below was transformed into a sea of twinkling lights, with cars and people reduced to tiny dots. Lily's initial fear melted away, replaced by a sense of wonder. She swooped past skyscrapers and over parks, her umbrella gliding through the air as if it were a bird. Then, she noticed something even more magical. The raindrops around her weren't falling to the ground. Instead, they hung in the air, suspended like tiny crystal orbs. When she touched one, it shimmered and sent ripples of color through the air, like a rainbow trapped inside a single drop of water. She giggled in delight, realizing that this was no ordinary wind. As she floated through the city, she passed over places she had never noticed before, a hidden garden on a rooftop, where flowers bloomed despite the rain, and a narrow alleyway that glowed with warm light from within. Curiosity piqued. Lily leaned in closer to the alley and saw a small, cozy cafe tucked between the buildings. Inside, people were gathered, sharing stories and laughter. It felt like a secret world, hidden from the rush of the city. Suddenly, the wind shifted direction, pulling Lily away from the alley and towards the edge of the city. She was headed for the forest that bordered the town, a place she had always found mysterious. The trees below were tall and ancient, their leaves rustling like whispers as she descended. The umbrella gently lowered her into a clearing, where a massive oak tree stood, its roots twisted and knotted like the hands of time. At the base of the tree, a door appeared, carved into the wood, glowing faintly with a soft, golden light. Lily felt a pull towards it, as if the tree itself was inviting her in. She hesitated for a moment, then pushed the door open. Inside, she found a small room filled with shelves of old books and jars of glowing dust. In the center of the room sat a round table, and on it was a single note. It read, "Welcome, Lily. Your journey has just begun. The magic within you is waking, and this is only the first step. Trust the wind, and it will take you where you need to go." Before she could fully comprehend the message, the door behind her creaked open again, and the wind rushed in, swirling around her like a playful friend. The umbrella tugged at her hand once more, and she knew it was time to go. As she stepped back outside, the wind lifted her gently into the sky again. But this time, she felt a deeper connection to it, as if she understood its language, a language of adventure, discovery, and endless possibilities. Lily's flight home was filled with joy, but she knew this wouldn't be the last time the wind would call her. The city seemed different now, full of magic and mystery waiting to be uncovered. When she finally touched down in front of her house, she held onto her umbrella tightly, a smile playing on her lips. From that day on, every rainy day became an adventure. The wind and the umbrella would whisk her away to new places, introduce her to new friends, and reveal secrets hidden in the most ordinary corners of the world. And through it all, Lily discovered that the real magic wasn't in the umbrella or the wind. It was in her ability to embrace the unknown with an open heart and a fearless spirit. As the years passed, Lily grew older, but she never lost her sense of wonder. The umbrella remained by her side, a faithful companion on her journeys, and the wind always knew when to find her. And though she became known as the girl who could fly, Lily knew that her true gift was seeing the world through eyes that believed in the impossible. And so, the legend of the floating umbrella lived on, carried by the whispers of the wind and the dreams of those who dared to believe in magic. Every story leaves us with something to think about. If you enjoyed today's journey, make sure to stick around. There's always more to explore, learn, and enjoy here. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and your heart open to new stories.